Malevolent Shrine. Unlike others, Sukuna does not create a separate space with a barrier. Instead, he forms a type of shrine. This terrifying technique cuts everything within the area until nothing remains. This divine technique has two cutting attacks: cleave and dismantle. Depending on the opponent, these attacks vary. The stronger the opponent, the more powerful the attacks become. Coffin of the Iron Mountain. When Jogo activates his domain expansion, it creates an environment resembling an active volcano. In this scorching space, opponents begin to burn immediately. Additionally, Jogo can hurl molten lava-coated rocks at his enemies. Unlimited Void. When Gojo activates his technique, the surroundings appear as if in outer space. The technique forces the opponent to feel everything, suppresses their thinking process, shows them everything, and makes them contemplate everything. In short, it paralyzes the opponent with overwhelming information within the domain. Horizon of the Captivating Skandha. Dagon initiates the technique by creating a seal within his stomach, forming a domain resembling a deserted island with palm trees and an infinite ocean. Within this area, Dagon's unique Shikigami, strange-looking sea creatures, attack the opponent. Self-Embodiment of Perfection. Mahito clasps his hands together to trap the opponent in a prison-like structure. However, the disadvantage of this technique is that it is highly vulnerable to external interference. Chimera Shadow Garden. Megumi activates the technique, enveloping the surroundings in a dark liquid. Within this domain, he can manipulate all shadows, summon multiple Shikigami, control colors, create illusions by cloning himself, and even hide within his opponent's shadows. Smallpox Deity. Geto Suguru uses this technique to trap his opponent in a coffin and bury them with a tombstone underground. If the opponent fails to escape the coffin within 3 seconds, they die. The drawback of this technique is that it can target only one person within the domain. Deadly Sentencing. In Higuruma's technique, the Jujutsu sorcerer acts as the lawyer, while the opponent takes the defendant's seat and the judge is judgment. The user knows all the details of the accusation. For a verdict to be reached, both sides present their arguments. The defendant has 3 choices: confess, remain silent, or deny. If the defendant is found innocent, the trial ends. If guilty, their cursed energy is nullified, turning them into an ordinary human. If sentenced to death, the user executes the defendant. Idle Death Gamble. Hakari's technique is a domain expansion resembling a slot machine. Within the domain, various scenarios are created, functioning as a gambling game. If Hakari hits the jackpot, he becomes invincible for 4 minutes and 11 seconds. If he loses a body part, it regenerates instantly. Time Cell Moon Palace. Naoya's technique manipulates the perception of time. Within the barrier, time flows differently than usual. The technique works by injecting a film frame into the opponent's neck. Anyone in the affected area must adhere to the 24 FPS rule, otherwise they suffer bloody injuries. Womb Profusion. Kenjaku chooses a human body for the womb profusion process, using the host as a vessel. The targeted body is exposed to intense energy, resulting in the emergence of a new life form through cursed energy. The resulting creatures are extraordinarily powerful. Threefold Affliction. This technique is known as the Triple Affliction. It involves a versatile curse system through bodily possession, the use of cursed energy, and the creation of historical chaos. The technique aims to bring great destruction to human history, manipulate people for personal goals, and empower the user. Authentic Mutual Love. In this technique, known as copy, Yuta somehow replicates powerful abilities and uses them. Cross-shaped katanas appear around him, which are used to unleash cursed techniques. The most powerful aspect of this technique is the limitless number of katanas he can summon. Hometown Domain. Yuji creates domains that feel familiar to him, and within this territory he can destroy surrounding spirits without the need for physical contact.